It is my great privilege to offer to you the principle in action on the principle of action. So we hear all the time, take the next right step, do the next right thing, and we really want to. We know that our actions are driven by our thoughts, and we're working on having good thoughts and being good people, and that results in taking good action, right? I guarantee you that at some point in your life, you're not going to know what's the best action. You are not going to know what you want to take as the next right step. You'll be clueless. And for you, for this reason, we are going to learn a tool. I have a tool for that. So bear with me. This is a little different than what we usually do. This is so easy, though, so don't freak out. You have a problem, and I know we have bigger problems than this, but this one is one most of us can relate to, right? You want to buy a new coat. It is an awesome, awesome new coat, but money's a little tight. So do you buy the coat or do you not buy the coat? What should you do? What's the next right action? And forgive me, it's a simplistic problem. So what we're going to do here is the best thing that happens if you do this, and the best thing that could happen if you don't, and the worst that could happen if you don't, or if you do. That's all there is to it. It sounds really simple, but when you start working on a problem, a situation, this is going to bring you clarity you wouldn't have had before. So we're talking about buying a coat, right? What's the best thing that could happen if I buy this coat? And it's all imaginary, so I get to pick it, right? So the best thing that could happen if I buy this new coat is I will look so good, I will get the new job that I'm interviewing for. I'm going to show up in my coat and be polished and professional, and they're going to say, wow, I want you to be a part of my team, right? So that's one of the best things that could happen if I got a new coat. What are some of the other things? I could feel better about myself. You know, there's something that happens when you feel good about how you look. You feel good, you're confident. Confidence is another thing. These are all things that could happen if, and it's spelled the way I say it's spelled. If I write it on the board, that's a roll. Confidence. Okay. These are all great things that could happen if I buy my new coat. What's the best thing that could happen if I don't buy my new coat? Well, I could pay the rent. I told you money's tight, and the money that I'm using on the coat could go to rent. So that could be one of the best things that could happen if I don't get the new coat. I could find it later on sale. That could be a really good thing if I didn't buy the coat. Find later on sale. What's another best thing that could happen if I don't get the new coat? You know what? I could get the new job anyways, so that would be great, and then I'd be able to afford a new coat. So what's the worst thing that could happen if I do buy this coat? Worst thing, I lose my apartment because I didn't pay rent. End up on the streets, can't get a job because I don't have an address. That's pretty serious. No job. Okay, so what's the worst thing that could happen if I don't buy this new coat? Do you see how that works? Best thing if I do, best thing if I don't, worst thing if I do, and worst thing if I don't. Well, I don't have confidence. Maybe I don't get the job. Okay, so I'm keeping this really simple just to show you how to do it. Now, I've generated some ideas in each one of my variables, right? Best if I do, best if I don't, worst if I do, worst if I don't. What are the big ones? The best if I do is I get my new job. The worst is I lose my apartment, live on the streets. Best if I don't, I get the job anyways. Worst if I don't have a job. Do you see how easy that is? So looking at it on a cost-benefit analysis, and that's what they call this, the decision I'm going to make, the next right step, is don't get the coat. I pay my rent, I pay my bills, and I could still possibly get a new job. And like I said, that's really simplistic. If you've seen this done before, you've probably seen it over should I drink or should I not drink. But I'm telling you, if you're using action and you want to take the next right step, you're going to need some tools. And this one can get you through when you really don't know what to do.
So if you could join me in a meditation. Join. Breathe in, breathe out as you relax in your seat. Calm your mind and recall who you are. You are a perfect child of the Most High. Let that sink in. Breathe in and release all of your surroundings, everything that's worrying you. Breathe in the love that surrounds you by your higher power. We know the next right step. As you breathe in and you release, you know what is yours to do. The tools that you have, the tools that you were given, and your connection with something greater than who you are. All of these tools and connections support you in your decisions, in your next right step. The next step for you to take, even if it's a baby step, is perfect. The only way to your goal is action, taking the step, moving towards your goals, your ambitions. And every step you take brings you closer and closer back to who you really are, a perfect child of God. Rest in the knowing and the love that you will be supported in your actions through this connection, through the connection you have in your community. Just turn and take your baby step. And as you come back to this place in time, know that you have all that you need, that you are all in the perfect divine light of God, and that these steps are your plan of action to become your best self. Your best self is waiting for you. Bring that back with you and knowing that it is all perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.